Yo, hope everybody's doing good. What's going on? I want to start off by saying that I'm freaking annoyed about this update or the freaking captain's logs. I don't know if you guys are. I figured I'd bring that up because that's what's going on recently. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to make a short video on this attack that I just did. The Wars one, as you guys can see. We have two more Town Hall 10 attacks. They have a bunch of attacks, but they've been doing really bad, so I don't expect anything good. This guy, what troops does he have? Alright, he doesn't have the troops anyway to take my base out, but he has 0 stars, 23%. Anybody that gets 23% and they try their hardest, like, I don't know, like, I feel like even with dragons, level 3 dragons, you should have been able to at least 50% my base. But whatever. Point of this video, getting back to it because I'm getting sidetracked, was to analyze this attack, and it wasn't successful at all. As you can see, 1 star, 68%, but it was just a practice run. I haven't jumped my queen. My queen is under construction, going to level 19, and I said, let me try to do the best I can on this base with the HGHB strat and see how far I get. To be honest, I think I probably could have cleared it if it wasn't for some key errors that I wanted to analyze and point them out. That way maybe when you guys use an attack similarly or this same attack, you can pay attention to this kind of stuff. I preach this kind of stuff all the time. The basics are the most important things. So my plan was to come from this area. Got some minions to create this funnel here since these buildings are unprotected. Then I got some more minis working on these outside for the extra percentages in case I didn't get the 3-star. I wanted to make sure that I at least got 50% for the 1-star and get some loot. Because, this is a loot attack / practice. Alright, so once this elixir collector goes down, I knew I was free to send giants. I wanted to send giants to this wizard tower. And I kind of got the position a little bit wrong because I wanted to also attract this and this. That way when I put my king to take out the queen, as I will in a couple seconds, nothing will be targeting them except maybe the expo, and that's it. Oh no, it actually worked out to everything targeting the giants. Alright, but here's the key mistake that I wanted to point out. The bowlers came out late, yeah. But the thing was that I wanted to have that collector down, this down, and get 2 wizards right here on this elixir collector. It was part of my plan when I went into this base, and I forgot it. Notice I have 5 wizards left, so I could have done it. I just forgot, and I kind of panicked because my minions were taking too long clearing this stuff. So had I put 2 wizards here, this archer tower is distracted. So is this Tesla, which wasn't even up, but it's distracted. This is out of range. This is out of range. The mortar would have been out of range. And even if it got a couple shots, it would have been no big deal. That elixir collector would have gone down no problem with 2 wizards. That mistake ended up being really costly because check out what happens. My giants made it through. They took out the wizard tower. Notice you got a cannon, you got a mortar, you got an archer tower, you got an expo. You got 2 expos actually. The Tesla, the archer tower, all probably hitting 1 or 2 giants at the same time. And with my level 3 healers, they are not going to survive all that incoming damage. So I needed to be efficient and quick. Now these wizards not being there causes the bowlers not to go directly in, and instead path over to the left to take out the collector and then move in. Now you're going to see 1 bowler that's going to actually be in there with the giants as the rest of them were supposed to be. Like 1 bowler was like, you know what, let me do the right thing, but the rest of them were like, fuck this. So him being there is a perfect example or perfect way for me to show you guys how important that funnel would have been. Here we go. So I sent the wizards late. I'm like, oh crap. And there was a hole there. I probably could have sent them right there, but it wouldn't have made a difference. They weren't going to destroy it fast enough before the bowlers got there. Boom. There go the bowlers. Now, see this one guy right here? Damn, I wish I could backtrack. Now this one little guy here, he was hitting the what was it? The sweeper that was here, and it was bouncing. The boulders were bouncing and hitting this archer tower. You see how weak it is? I think maybe the giant got a hit off already or whatever. But the one boulder it was throwing, the one boulder, it was hitting that one archer tower. Had all 5 boulders been there and all thrown one rock, that archer tower would have been down. The giants would have never had to go inside this compartment, or probably would have stopped, or maybe you had it opened already, but they wouldn't have to go there. The next closest building would have been this air defense, right? Now after that sweeper gone down and this archer tower would have been down already, all bowlers would have been targeting this air defense. Now all their rocks would have skipped over and hit this X-bow. You see, well, it's at full health right now, but as you can see, this one bowler hurls a rock, boom, bounces to the X-bow, hurls another rock to the X-bow. Had all bowlers been doing that air defense and the X-bow would have gone down in one hit. The air defense would have gone down in 1 or 2 hits, and then the X-bow would have been down. That would have been one less, I guess, avenue of incoming damage, right? In addition, this sweeper, as we're talking, is hitting all my healers right here because they're in range now. See, like I have it selected, it's in range of the healers. So it's nuking all these level 3 healers. Now, had all the bowlers been in place, and remember, it all stems from funneling. Because this is why I love to preach that the basics are the most important. Funneling is the most important. Had I did what I was supposed to do with this elixir collector, everything I just explained would have gone according to plan. The bowlers would have been in. Obviously, I didn't plan all of this detail by detail. The angle where the boulder is going to be standing would have gone down. But everything would have just been a positive outcome. That beginning I told you with the sweeper and the archer tower going down early. This air defense going down faster than it did. Because now I lost 2 healers and I think I lose a third. Boom, there goes a third. And now it goes down. I probably would have only lost 1 healer. If that. Right? Now you got a rage where I would have had all 4 healers on the rage keeping these giants and bowlers up. In addition, I wouldn't have lost this one bowler here. And you know, everything just would have worked out so much better. Now you got the hound popping. And you got a few wizards there trying to keep them alive, but everything on this side is taking them out, which is pretty annoying. So I decided to send the hogs over here to try to salvage, you know, some of the giants by healing the hogs and giants together. But to my luck, I got some pups that stay alive and nothing to hit them with because the wizards are not going to make it in there to take them out. So it's already a fail, and I'm just trying to, you know, see how far I can get. Heal the hogs here. Boom, boom. All I have is a rage spell left. That was supposed to be for the giants and the healers, but I said, F it. Let me just use it here. And that's pretty much just as far as I'm going to get. Wizard Tower is going to nuke my hogs. Yeah, some would argue that if I had an extra heal, I would have got a little bit further because the hogs would have made it past this. And maybe would have died about here because this has a lot of HP and you got 2 expos shooting at the hogs along with a mortar nuking them and this archer tower in range. So it wasn't going to happen regardless of what I had left. The point is the basics. This elixir storage goes down, everything would have been in here. The giants probably would have broke through this wall, got all up in here, the bowlers would have nuked everything around, and the hogs would have had an easy time pathing back. Remember that one heal spell got me past here? Like around here, and then they stayed alive to make it over here, and then all of this pretty much just nuked them. All this probably would have been non-existent. Or if it was there, it just would have been really weak, or still dealing with the giants and bowlers. Because if everything would have been alive and I popped the rage here, all those bowlers on the rage would have taken everything out. Everything. So just keep that in mind, guys, whenever you attack. The most important thing is the funneling, the pathing of your troops, and then worrying about cleanup and whatever's going on later on. You know, just focus on the beginning, and even if it doesn't work out in the end, you can fix that. But it's usually harder to figure out what went wrong when you don't know what you did wrong in the beginning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown, and I hope it really makes you better when it comes to scouting and planning out what your troops are supposed to do during an attack. Because one thing going wrong could just lead to a snowball effect. Thanks for watching, guys, if you stayed till the end. Later.